Hello and welcome to Anatomy of Marriage, Marriage Mornings. I'm your host, Melanie Studley.
That's right, and my name is Seth Studley, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And we are on day 24 of our Infinity Marriage Challenge, and today's title is Check-In. So we're going to check in with how our marriage mornings are going. But before we do that, if you're new here, welcome. We have 100 episodes about various topics that are long format, but this is our marriage morning format, 10 minutes to love.
10 minutes to love. I don't know about,
each
sure.
day...
But we do 4 things every single morning. We start out with a prayer, a past gratitude, a future hope, and a daily goal.
We do 5 things. We also brush our teeth. One of us didn't remember to do that.
This podcast is over.
Anyway, so let me start with prayer.
All right, go for it.
Dear Jesus, thank you for all that you've given us. Help us, God, to take those gifts and turn them into goodness in the world, God. And that is all I ask. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Yesterday, I was thankful that we got
past gratitude.
Yes, past gratitude. I was thankful that we got to sled, that we got to hang out last night, and there was one other thing that was really nice that you did, and I don't remember, but I'm thankful for it.
Perfect.
So, good job.
I was also very thankful for sledding. It's basically one of my favorite things. I was also very thankful for Incredibles 2. It was fun to watch that.
Yeah.
And just chill and hang out.
All right. Future hope today. We still have a lot to do to record and get ready for events down in Dallas, and looking forward to working on that with you.
I hope that we get our kids' haircut.
Oh yeah, that's a future hope.
It's a hope I have.
A goal. Okay, and my goal today is be as positive as possible and be happy first, myself, and then that kind of flows out of me.
Yes, me too. I want to have, my goal is to be positive, kind, loving, encouraging. Pretty much everything I haven't been for most of our marriage.
But you're doing good.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, earphone tap.
So, like I said, our title for today's episode is Check-In. And we're checking in with ourselves, but also with y'all, and to see how your marriage mornings are going. But first, let's start with us, with me.
Right. With individually or as a couple?
Both.
All right.
So the first thing I wanted to ask us is, how has marriage mornings impacted our marriage? What's your thought about that?
It puts goals and intention front and center, because we're also accountable to literally thousands of people now, and that is a good thing. It's become a routine, just like we eat breakfast, just like we do other stuff to get ready for the day. We do marriage mornings. So it's helped. It's helped.
I think that it has impacted our marriage in a bunch of different ways, because I find that because we're accountable to sharing it, which I would really encourage you guys, please share your marriage mornings. Not because we're weird and want to know what y'all are doing, but because it makes you accountable in a new way. It takes it to a totally different level. And when we know that we have to do these every morning, or that we get to do these every morning, it makes me think about the night before the stuff I'm going to talk about the next morning. So I am thinking about, what are we going to pray about? What am I thankful for? What future hope thing do I have? And what goal do I have for tomorrow? So it's not just a thing that happens in the morning when you're actually sharing it. It's like it becomes sort of a plot point throughout your day where it reminds you of the intentionality that you have. So
it's in the back of your mind. It's not just
in the front of mine.
It's in the front or back, or your entire mind, and the wheels are always turning, if that makes sense. Yeah. So
I think it's impacted our marriage in lots of ways, and one of the biggest ways is that it helps us think intentionally about what we want and how we want to treat one another more frequently. So what's your favorite part about marriage mornings?
My favorite part about marriage mornings is just getting to do this with you. Like, if I'm talking about it and we're engaged in it, then it's present. It's right here in front, and it really helps me to. I'm not in front of the camera, am I? It helps me to. It just lays the groundwork, I guess, and it's helpful. It's intentional, and I'm not just.
What's your favorite part? That was the question, though.
Being intentional about it.
Yeah. My favorite part, I think personally, like what gives me the feels is when we talk about our past gratitudes. I don't know why, it makes me have like just a really good feeling, like a fluttery heart kind of feeling of like, this is good. Like, we are doing something that's changing our marriage. And sometimes you'll think of things that you're thankful for that I didn't even notice that I did. And so it's just really, it's such a positive and good feeling. And so
it's an encouragement to you.
Yeah, it's encouraging, but it's also just like, it feels good. It's like a warm cup of coffee in the early morning sunshine.
Sometimes late at night, I wish I had already gone to
I know.
sleep just so I can wake up.
I think about it all the time. I wish there was night coffee.
Ooh.
Decaf might not cut
It's
it.
not the same thing.
No, but anyway,
okay.
Why should couples do this?
They should do this because it actually helps your marriage. Again, like I said before, you're not just floating through wishing, oh, I wish we had a good marriage, or I wish we communicated better, or I wish we were more intimate, or I wish we, had better conversation. You can wish all you want, but until you put your feet in front of you and do something, then nothing happens, right? So that's why you should do this, couple. That's why you should do this, husband. That's why you should do this, wife, And even if you're not in a position to do this with your partner, you can do it individually. And that
Start
is where
there, yeah.
that is where I think the rubber really hits the road, meets the road. The rubber thing goes on the thing. So that's where it really counts. Do it for yourself. May your change start from inside and then go out towards your spouse, and that's really where it counts. So that's absolutely why you should do this.
I think that couples should do this because it has brought so much more joy and sort of like a teamwork mentality into our marriage that is genuine and sort of runs much deeper than what we have ever previously had. Do you agree with that? Or
yeah, because we do the same thing every day, and
we have a tasked thing every day.
Yeah,
Can I say my answer?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I also think couples should do this because I'm just kidding. I just wanted to keep talking. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Well, let me give you a huge caveat, and I'm really big on this as a person, as a counselor, as a therapist, as a human. Right? We absolutely don't have it all together, and we're not trying to say that we do. Forever, I would listen to a podcast or whatever, or a book, or listen to some authority figure say something, and be like, oh, well, I wish I could have it together like they do, or that guy does, or that lady does. And that is not the case. I don't know what that's called, but I pray and hope that when you watch this, it's not all great and fun all the time.
It takes hard work.
It takes hard work, right? So don't use this podcast as they're here and this. No, are you kidding? I can probably look at you and your marriage and go, oh, wait a minute, well, they have that, they're doing this. And it's the trap of comparison. Don't do that because it's not helpful at all.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, I have to put the caveat
Our
there.
kids are literally fighting in the hallway right now.
See?
But I do think that couples should do this. Like I said, it's caused us to have deeper levels of joy, trust for one another, a healthy sort of codependence and consideration of one another. It's just really, 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 really helpful and changed us a lot in great ways. The last thing that I wanted to say before we close is that if you're finding this helpful, even just listening to it, please, please, please share Marriage Mornings with your married community, like at your church, your small married groups, and your friends. There is nothing. I really hope that you're not ashamed about trying to make your marriage better or improve your relationship, and that you wouldn't be ashamed to share this stuff. But I just think it has so much value. It's such an easy thing. We're going to do it anyway. So please, please, please share this with your family, your church group, your friend group, your work coworkers. It brings a depth of joy and happiness and hope that nothing else that I've ever done with you has. And so I just would really encourage you to share this, not because we care about the numbers, not because we're greedy for whatever, but because this brings change. And again, also, record your Marriage Mornings, make a little audio clip and send it call us on the phone. We have a phone number. I don't know what it is. Oh, no, can't come in.
Okay.
Call us, send us your Marriage Mornings, send us your videos, post them on Instagram and Facebook, use hashtag Marriage Mornings, and do these things with us.
All right.
You got this. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye.